Welcome back, guys. I haven't done an audio in quite some time, but I decided today, someone messaged me in a channel saying, hey, you need to do another audio. So, here I am, doing another audio. So guys, I'd like for you to get this pause at the 15-second mark at the 1x speed. Then we can get this started. This is a solo. You're going to be seeing quite a few of solo replays from me. For that, I have moved to solo, and you'll see my rank dropping in the twos department. Because me and Fear, yeah, occasionally we'll try to get a game in there just so we don't decay. But we're kind of dropping the idea of staying 1 on 2. We stayed rank 1 on the ATs for a couple months. That was a good enough feeling as it was. So we decided, well, we'll still stay with it, but not as much. And if we lose the rank, ooh, biggie. Not, some huge injustice was not done in the world, just from some other team getting rank 1. So, I've moved to solo again, because it's the summertime, and that's when they've got all the leagues and tournaments and all that stuff that require you to be good in solo. So, I'm moving back to solo. Anyways, I trust that you guys are at that mark. Pause at the right time. We're gonna get this started. 3, 2, 1, unpause. So I'm against Cibo.matto. This was a ladder match. And nothing much along with that. I occasionally see him in Clan NAOC, and I've gone against him in twos before. So, that's pretty much it about this guy. He's obviously playing human. I'm obviously playing Night Elf. Oh, biggie. What else is there so exciting that I can tell you guys? Because I'm pretty sure you guys are just sitting at your seats right now, just freaking out. Whew, you guys are going crazy. I'm going to go for the bear build in this one, and there's 2 things I want to show you guys that are pretty important in this replay that you can learn a bit from. Number 1 is this build that I do that makes it possible to defend against harassment. And another thing, it's important to just position your wisps in good spots for not only where they won't get fired on, because when you're attacking, your wisps are the most vulnerable and easy target for them to get. And if they manage to get that, then you're screwed. So I'm going to just try to, separate the wisps apart. Where you're seeing that one wisp going right now near that tavern, that is key. Check it out. See what all I can see. I can see where those creeps are. I can see if they're being crept, and I can see where they're attacking. That is key during this replay. This is going to be a big part. As for my base, the only difference I would put into it is placing that Hunter's Hall right next to the Moonwell. The reason, you'll see in a little bit after he gets his stuff out and is trying to attack. This map is a risky map to do the build on, because there are no boots of speed for your Demon Hunter. There are no circlets for your Demon Hunter. The only way to get them would be to creep the 4 orange creeps that are located close to the taverns and merc shops. So that's one thing that you got to keep in mind. You can go ahead and try to harass that. Try to creep, you know what I mean. I see the Archmage, so I'm going to try to hit it right away. I don't want him going to my base, so I want to get rid of the key point in his army that'll guide his army, which is pretty much the Archmage. For some odd reason, he sees where my base is. I don't know if he's scouted, but he sees where my base is, apparently, and he attacks it. Yay. So he goes right to my base. This build can't even defend against a direct attack like that. I got that Hunter's Hall first, so I can get the Ancient Protector. But how the freaking hell did he get to my... Oh, never mind. He gets, well, I detonate that wisp, which I was thinking, crap, that kind of sucks, but, I would be down 1 wisp anyways, because I was constructing that Ancient Protector. So I'd have to do that anyways. For some odd reason, he sees my Moonwell being constructed. Let me go to his vision, because this is frickin' weird. Anyways, trying to take out the weakest of his footmen to at least make this harassment a little less, painful on my end. So he brings his footman back. That's all I want. I don't want to kill it. I just want him to get the heck out of the way. He saw my Moonwell with the water elemental. Okay, I'll give it to him on that. But he's hitting the right targets. He's going right away towards them. He's going for anything that's in construction, he's going for. And damn it, he's going for it good. So he's really setting me back in this one. Not really base-wise, but resource-wise. I'm really suffering a lot of damage right here. I shouldn't be chasing that footman out very far, so I run out of the way. Sure, I could kill it, but I just want him out of the way. He can't heal back in his base, so I have no worry about that. So I keep holding down Alt just to see whatever's the weakest. I mana burn that Archmage so he can't get another water elemental because, wow, those things are annoying. I'm trying to bring them close to my Tree of Ages so he can be attacked in the middle of this. I get a Naga Sea Witch. That is a definite thing you want to get when you're doing this build, especially in a map like this when, when you don't have a boost of speed and you need something to catch up to them with. I'm sorry, I minimized a bit. Right now I'm at the 5 minute and 7, 8, 9, 10 second mark, so maybe you guys can try to get synced up with that. I tried to speed it up just for a split second. But right now, he should be running out of the way because the Naga Sea Witch completes this little combo that I have going on right here, the 2-hero combo, that's just going to slow him down, kill all of his footmen, and really set him back. The riflemen, I directly switched to the riflemen because those are a little harder to get in the middle of battles. So, he's kind of out in the open right now, so I said, what the hell, I'll just go get that right now. It's a lot easier, because footmen, they're always going to be up there, and no biggie. Managed to kill the rifleman. So my next target would be that pesky frickin' Archmage that kept on annoying me. So I'm working on that. Demon Hunter is running like hell to reach it. I don't think I'm going to catch up to it. Yep, my Demon Hunter blocks my Naga. How about, he blocks her again. How about that? You tell me how I can stop that. Total imbalance. I see that footman's running, so I'm going to just move the Naga over the path of where the footman's going to be going. And the footman's going that way. So I'm just going to, kill it. So I get a Merc, I get a Shadow Priest, because I need some method of dispelling those water elementals, because I was set back a little bit, and I want to get some Abolish Magic a little earlier into the game. But I'm usually able to keep that Archmage below the mana count to where he can actually get out some water elementals. If I was a she, I'd have some serious questions to ask, and I would need some answers for them now. Alright. So, I'm starting to get some Dryads out. I wait until I have, I obviously need some more lumber right now, because I forgot the fact that, yes, he did destroy a lot of my Wisps. He's portaling out of the way. I manually dispel the water elemental. Shows the good use of it. I wait until I have about 4 Dryads. And then I get the Abolish Magic, and then I get the... excuse me. And then I get the Bear upgrade. Wow, aren't I so charming when I'm doing this audio? Now, I'm burping and everything. Isn't that cute? But, anyways. I'm going to just get some creeping down. I don't really have enough to do a lot of heavy damage. So, yeah, that's why. So I'm just getting some small creeps down. I was thinking about getting rid of those, the orange creeps, but, no. I can run into the marketplace. Best thing is, if those orange creeps don't give you the item you want, your Boots of Speed or your Circlet, the marketplace will probably have it. I think there's only like a 25% chance that the creeps nor the marketplace will drop that item that you'll need. So right now, he's creeping those, the creeps near his base. So I'm going to get the weakest building that's there, either a building that's in construction, or the weakest building that's there. So I get rid of the Arcane Vault. It's a key building for him. That Arcane Sanctum is a good target, but I see those militia, and I'm not going to get in the middle of all that. I know that he was just creeping that. I see him summon militia. I'm like, alright, I'll back away. it's best not really to try to fight a fight in his base at this time, only to just, deal some damage to his base, like I did. Because when he's got militia on his side, he can still overpower your forces, because after all, he did get tier 1, so. Working on the bears. Adept class. So I'm just going to wait till I get some, enough lumber to get them. There I go. I'm going to get the, master class. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those golem creeps, as you guys can plain and clearly see. Indeed, I am creeping them. I go for the high priest because he can dispel, and I want to use healing as much as possible. So I make him focus fire onto the demon hunter, and all the damage goes to the demon hunter, and all that damage is in vain because it is doing nothing, as you can clearly see. Tome of Strength and a Devotion Aura. Not bad. I don't have to worry about getting an armor upgrade so urgently, but hey, how about that? This is when you see that wisp that I put there. This is when you see it put into good use. Just put it on my vision, and you can see what's going on. You can see, I actually saw on the map his color. I saw the green right there, and I was like, oh, I'm going right to that. I am not delaying anymore. And I just go right to him. I burn the mountain giant. It's the first thing I can do. I just try to keep my forces out of the way, just in case he does try to come back and creep them. But I keep my forces out of the way, but still within a threatening range of Mr. Matto. And so the fight begins. Masterclass Bears, I cast Heal because I do not see any spell breakers. So I'm just going to chase down that mountain giant. Mountain King. I said mountain giant twice, didn't I? He's worried about getting rid of my demon hunter. He's worried about getting rid of my dryads. My dryads are falling big time. And he really got a lot of damage going on. But I'm focusing primarily on his heroes. I should have taken a lot more micro into those dryads because I just lost a lot of them, but I managed to kill the Mountain King, and right now I've got a lot of targets I can get. If I had one dryad left, I can kill twice as many enemies as he tries to run out of the way, because that's 2 that I can slow down. So any change in that battle, I would have just... I got worried way too much on his heroes. I would have just selected my dryads and just kind of ran them out of the way, because if he was focusing fire, he would have dragged and ran right towards it. So I'm just focusing on whatever's red right now. He's focusing on whatever's red, of course, which would be my demon hunter guy. And I'm running out of the way. He has Adept class priest, so he has enough to dispel my rejuvenation, but I don't think he does it. Oh yeah, he did it. I think Spell Steal's a little better. If he did have some breakers, I would just cast it outside of battle, because it's not really too fun to go up against that. But usually if he does steal a rejuvenation, you'll just dispel it anyways. He summons the militia. Okay, I'm out of there. Not going to worry about it anymore. He tries to surround that Druid of the Claw, which I do think he succeeds in. He almost gets my Demon Hunter, for that matter. But yeah, the bear's dumb. He doesn't know how to run. But I lose a bear in the process. That sucks. I was thinking about getting rid of those creeps right now. I was like, no. The reason why, if I was suspecting that he had those creeps on his mind, chances are all of the weakling creeps that are around the area have been crept already. So those are his next choice. I know right now that he wants to level up badly. A high level force will really deal some damage to this. So I know that he wants to go back and creep that. I have a wisp. I can scout. He has no idea that I have the wisp there. Not only does it scout there, but it also gives me easy access to that tavern. And I can access that during the day. I mean, bring the wisp there during the day, because I brought him in from the side. So he comes right back there. The plan worked. He picks up a Legion Doom Horn. That's double aura. Look at that Mountain King. Doesn't that look smooth? He brings it to the Archmage. That'd be cool if he put it on both things right there. I go ahead and get that Archmage, and as you can see, it is working pretty damn good. The Mountain King's the next target. This is the Night Elf version of Hero Nuke, by the way. Even though one of the heroes isn't even Night Elf. That's what killed him. He decided to Stormbolt. Although I do think if he still chased me, he would have still lost the Mountain King. Yeah, I said Mountain King, not Mountain Giant. Haha. But I go ahead and get rid of these creeps anyways, because he got the item. There's no reason for him to come back. But I knocked out 2 of his heroes, so I can't expect him to harass any bit more. I'm expecting him, however, to run back into his base, maybe to try to get that, but it looks like, he's going to go ahead and fast revive his guys. Although he's kind of lacking in the gold at the moment. I think he does cancel. Yeah, he cancels something. So he gets his Mountain King out quickly. The reason? For what he's doing right now. When he did that, I wasn't expecting him to be doing that. I should have checked it, but I didn't. What it does for him, it just permits him to get some items really fast, level up that Mountain King at a very nice rate, because that's the only hero out at the moment. He can get some nice levels on him. He gets to level 4, and he picks up a Boots of Kothelos. Boosts his defense and attack rate just a little bit, although my Demon Hunter could use that. But no matter. I don't see any breakers in the base, so that's when I take the opportunity to use Roar, an item that originally would cost me about 400 to buy from the shop. So I get rid of the Altar of Kings. It's an easy target for me to get. I knew that chances are his hero would pop out before, but actually didn't. How about that? But I'm going to try to kill that Hall as fast as I can. I'm not really going to try to fixate myself on that. He summons out the Militia, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the Militia, because right now that's the only thing in the way. But I see his army coming down there, and I run the heck out of the way. There are a lot of things in there that can trap me, so I did not want to get into that. So I just kind of run out a bit. I don't run, a freaking mile run right here just to get out of his way, because he might, players do this all the time. They can do those stupid mistakes where they accidentally excessively run their militia towards you, and you can pick off a few, and especially with this type of an army, I can really pick off a lot. But that didn't happen, didn't it? Such a shame. Sorry, I just woke up. It's like 1 in the afternoon. Yes. Anyways, I'm going to go back to him. I have quite a bit of gold, and I only have 2 food, so I'm making a Moonwell right now. What I can get right now with the gold I have is the Sapper, as I like to call them, the Iraqis or the Packies. But once you go Packy, there's no going backy. Does an insane amount of damage. Check this out. I get him fitted in nice into that pocket of buildings. Boom! I destroy a lot of those. How do you like the sound effects with that, too? You have to add those in. But I damage a huge chunk of his base, and it forces him into a sense of urgency. And so, my other force group right there, I had them set to attack, but they think that destroying his base is a little more urgent than the army threatening the game right now. But, oh well. He did get Bash. I'm starting to see a lot of human players get Bash instead of Clap. The reason is because if those were archers instead of dryads, sure, Clap would be better, but since they're spell immune, it would only reserve it to the druids of the claw, and typically, sure, slowing them would be pretty nice, but then again, if he can get a bash, I've lost a lot of units many times to a bash as they were trying to run out of the way. It's their way of sniping a unit, and if it's a lot better to, rather than just slowing in battle, than bashing a unit, because these bears cost quite a bit of gold to get. So, it's a lot better just to pick them off of the army if you're able to force them out of the way. So, this is pretty much wrapping it up. Yawning again. Ugh. So I'm just finishing off the base right now. We've already set our good games. And stuff like that. So yeah, 2 important points. The creepjacking and the, the Hunter's Hall first. I just get that the second I get 100 lumber. Anyways, see y'all later.